Hi guys, my name is Danielle and happy 2014. I know I'm a few days late, but the past few days I've really been thinking about everything I've gone through in 2013. All of the people that I've met, all of the different experiences that I've experienced, and just the different things that happened in 2013. And one thing that I really learned and one thing that I really remember distinctly is how easy it is to impact somebody's life. I started babysitting in 2013 for these two twin boys. At the time, they were 4 or 5 months old, and up until when they were a year, I babysat them every day of the week. And now I still babysit for them, except it's more on weekends, every once in a while kind of thing. And the reason that I started babysitting was because I took a break from school. I was in college, am in college, but I was in college and I hated it. I hated school, I hated going, I hated the classes I was in. Became such a bitter person and I was so unhappy. I was the most unhappy I had ever been in my entire life. And I decided to take a semester break and just take a step back from school and rethink everything, figure out what it is I wanted to do, where I wanted to go, that kind of thing. And fortunately, my chiropractor needed a babysitter, and I took the job. And when I first started, it was so stressful. It was so stressful because it was two babies. I've babysat tons of times, and I've babysat for multiple kids tons of times, but never two infants. And they were born premature, so they were very sickly babies. Their immune system wasn't quite built up, and they were very sickly, so that made it even more stressful a lot of times. But those two babies had such a wonderful impact on my life. And the thing is that they couldn't talk to me. Like, they could not talk to me, and they could not talk back to me. They probably couldn't understand the things I was feeling. I couldn't talk to them or anything, but they immediately took the bitterness away from me. And they replaced it with such a happiness that I can't even explain it. I mean, I've always liked children, but these two just did something to me that I've never experienced before. And I am so thankful. I'm so thankful and so grateful. And I really have to thank God. When I first started college, I loved it. My first semester, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And then second semester, I was like, it's okay. And then it came to first semester, second year. And I absolutely hated it. I hated it. I lost my drive, lost my motivation. I was so unhappy. And I don't want to say I was depressed, but it was not fun. And then second year, second semester, I had enough. And I said, I'm not going. Not going. I'm going to take a semester off and try to figure my life out. And that's when I started babysitting. Two babies who can't talk to you or anything. They're completely dependent on you, and yet they change you. It's weird. I mean, little things, such as when they smiled at me, or when they did something to make me laugh, or when their parents came home and to relieve me and they would cry when I left, or when I got there in the morning and they would run up to me or crawl up to me, or just little things, when they would smile because of something that you did, or when they would smile just by seeing you, like when they woke up from a nap and I would walk in to pick them up from their crib, and it was immediately when they saw me they would smile. Just little things like that. It changed my life, and it was so, it's so hard to explain. These two babies impacted me in such a way. It made me so happy and took away all of my sadness and took away all of that bitterness that was in me and replaced it with such warmth and happiness. It's hard to believe, really. It really is. And what did they do? I mean, they smiled at me and they loved me. I mean, they really did. And it's so easy. I mean, it's so easy. They it's not like what they did was hard or intensive or anything. It was so easy and they impacted my life in such an amazing way. And anybody could do that. Anybody could do what they did and could probably still have the same effect. It's just that we need to do it. I mean, we as humans just need to do it. And now that it's New Year and everybody has the New Year, New Me kind of thing, it got me to thinking, what if we really did take this opportunity? Or what if I really did take this opportunity to go out of my way to smile more, wave more at people, say hi to people, whatever. Just something little like that could make someone's day, could change their life. It's a beautiful thought, don't you think? How just waving at somebody could turn their life around. Smiling, being polite, saying hi, being friendly could save somebody's life. It's a nice thought. And I guess either way, we'll never really know, but I would much rather bet on it. I'd much rather take that chance and think that it's helping rather than just not doing it. I don't know. That's just my little thought about 2014. That's kind of my goal, I guess. I wouldn't really call it a resolution, but that's my plan for 2014. And hopefully somebody out there agrees with me and does the same thing. I don't know. Maybe? Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble. And hopefully you got something out of it. And I will see you guys next week.